Hey everyone, this is Mike Dot, and I'm here with my bro Afromania, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We are doing an interview, and we're doing a whole bunch of other cool stuff that we are completely new to, and we're probably gonna screw up. But it's a learning process, and we're just gonna have a good time with this. So, like I said, how you doing, Afro?
No, I'm doing wonderful, man. You know, the sky's good, man. We're all living, we all loving right now, man. I'm happy to be here, man. How about you, dude, Mike? That how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling pretty good because today we are interviewing Mr. Kabrutus, the man behind the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected Steam Curation Group, and it is a pleasure to meet you, man.
Oh, hello guys. Pleasure is all mine. It's always good to be able to talk about this subject. And thank you guys for the invitation.
Yeah,
A,
thank you.
a little warning though, I am having some power surge issues. So if I disappear, don't worry, I'll get back like a few minutes later. Okay?
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the power outages which you
Yeah,
have,
bro.
especially
It
with
sucks, bro. It sucks, man.
yeah.
So if he pulls a bit of a David Copperfield, don't worry, guys. I'll be back.
Yes,
I
exactly.
got you. Okay, so I mean, I wanted to keep this whole thing like lighthearted, but as you know, the situation with the whole Steam Sweet Baby Inc. Situation has grown into a very serious beast of an issue, I would say. Especially, I'm sure you've already heard about the whole like the nonprofit government funded
Yes.
like group, yeah, that's just making like a whole stink on social media saying that they need to like go against like denounce like Gamergate 2. And like I'm wondering like how are you feeling about that at the moment?
Oh yeah, I mean that's actually a great question. You see, I'm just a fellow gamer. You know, I all I care is about video games. I started it all because I was thinking about doing something good for the gaming communities and for gamers all over the world. I had no idea it would come to this level. You know, like it would become this big.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, to have this kind of stuff happening, like you mentioned, and I feel like I'm not a professional, you know. I don't know. I really don't know what to answer because I mean I would people ask me, you're not the first one. People ask me what I think about all of this, what I think about this ESG stuff, this kind of I'm really not into it, you know. I am all about the games, you know. I all about the games and the game development process and what they are doing with our beloved franchises, you know, and with our entertainment, with our beloved hobby. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say. I'll leave this one for the professionals out there. You know, we already have like Mike Kern. He's been talking like really nice about this subject, and we have like guys like Elon Musk now talking about it.
Yep.
Okay, he didn't talk, but he started taking notes on this, right?
Yep. Yeah,
So
I
I
saw it.
really, yes, that's crazy, right? I mean, I would never imagine to see my face in an Elon Musk tweet. You know, it's crazy, bro. It really is.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. It's blowing up into such a huge thing, and
Yeah.
and then just having Elon Musk talk about it, you know, like a lot of people are going to be paying attention to this whole thing now, and
Oh yeah.
I do hope that since it's getting more and more attention, that things don't get lost in like in the details, and I hope that things just stay on the narrow and making sure that everything is like the facts and the details are being like are being displayed honestly. And that's a huge issue with this whole like Sweet Baby Inc. is that a lot of the information is being like tarnished. It's being like things are just being lied through omission, and it's just rough.
Yeah. I mean, yes, it is. But I must say, it doesn't surprise me at all. I was expecting something like this, you know, and this is why I just say to myself, I gotta keep focus on the video games, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I gotta just know I'll try my best to make sure that I am passing the right message, you know, that I am talking to people that are actually listening to me, and I try to influence them to do the right thing. I just made a post on Twitter like a few minutes ago telling, hey guys, do not harass them, do not go for them. This isn't about persecuting, individuals. This is about games, video games. We just want to make sure they're gonna listen to us, and we want to make sure that we will keep our right as consumers, as gamers, as the people who actually buy this thing. Should be able to choose what we want. Okay, that's it, bro. That's it.
Exactly. I agree. So, I mean, just being able to just enjoy games again that's all exactly what you said. That's all we want, just to be able to enjoy games again without having like messages pushed on us and being told that we're awful people for this and that. It's really hard to just be able to establish that dialogue with certain people that are trying to push this narrative that we're all like bad people for just wanting good games. I mean,
yes.
Like, I mean, how do you feel about this, Afro?
So, what I ended up talking about was the whole situation with the group, and we understand, exactly with these what's the name, but I just even saw about it. But with these organizations and these groups, these consultant groups, and how big companies are usually would go up to these for situations. They're usually will ask for these companies to basically, if there's an issue, there's a problem in the game, they'll ask for these companies. So my issue I had was a lot of these companies and groups, and it starts with mostly, I would say that to me, it starts with the companies themselves. And I was always an issue was that, I feel like sometimes these groups can be a bit of cop-outs, and I said that because at the end of the day,
yes, he did.
With a lot of these groups, especially with like the big companies, usually when it comes to like, let's say, trying to bring diversity as a mandate. Okay, understandable. You want to try to get more exclusive. You want to get more people involved, though. However, I really do feel like that should be at the end of these companies, like the EAs, the Square Enixes, the Warner Brothers games of the world, and not really stretch to these groups, because again, I feel like these groups should not have that much power in terms of the decision making that you make into games. I know I said a lot though, but what's your take on that in terms of how the operation is run?
Yeah, you mean on how much influence they have in decision making inside the games, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So if you read some articles out there, all the articles are, they are all saying the same thing. They are all saying that, hey, listen, those companies, they actually do not have that much influence in the final product.
Correct.
Which is, I think it's a blatant lie, because it cannot be a coincidence. If you, for example, if you take the last Suicide Squad game, are you telling me that Rocksteady, choose to kill their own Batman, beloved character that they have built an amazing franchise for many, many people? It is widely considered the best superhero games ever, right? Like the Arkham trilogy, right? And you're telling me that they choose to outright kill the character like they did in the last game?
Yeah,
bro. No, I won't believe you. Sorry, but I don't believe you. If you take, for example, Spider-Man 2, you have anti-police messages. You have, for example, you have so much woke content inside that game. It just cannot be a coincidence. God of War Ragnarok and those. I'm just talking about the big games. I know. Because they are the most notable ones, but there are a bunch of indie games that are listed there in their portfolio, in their website. So yeah, I think that they are trying to deviate the focus. They are trying to, to hide the fact that yes, they are the ones. Of course, they are not alone. We know that, right? But to tell us that they don't have this much of influence over the decision making, I don't believe this at all. I really do not.
No, and I think that's definitely interesting. I think where I was, discussing in terms of like games like this, in terms of people that are enjoying the games and stuff like that, in terms of I guess the imaging and the idea. I guess it really depends on the gamer who also plays it, because I also felt like how much. Is there enough of an images in terms of certain people that you can't enjoy the game, that there's enough of that being thrown at you? And I said that think I was having a discussion how I think there was a certain part of the mission where, let's just say, I think what Mary Jane owned that. To me, I said that, is it that enough where, say, her playing that game where maybe you only have a 10% out of 90% of the game, is that 10% holding you that much that you're not going to be able to at least enjoy the gameplay aspects or the story mode aspects in towards the entire gameplay element? Because to me, I feel like, I get it. There are certain things like that. I guess to me, it doesn't really bother me as long as I enjoyed my game. Everybody has their opinion in terms of the whole situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How much does that? Do you feel that like a small piece of it shouldn't take you away from the gameplay experience? Is what I'm trying to say. Now, that's not for all games, but that's for some plays.
I'm not sure if I understood exactly what you tried to ask me.
So what I was trying to say is like, okay, if there's a message issue, like say there's a big, huge message issue, like a woke message right now.
Okay.
It's only within 5% of that game out of 95% of the game that isn't it. Do you feel like that holds that much weight out of 95% of the game that you enjoyed or you played, and that's the one that kind of sticks to, almost like a little pimple on your face, you know what I'm saying? It's just on your face right now.
Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. If I would, okay, I got you now. Right. So that's a good question. That's an interesting one. I would say that it will depend on whoever is playing the game. For me, example, I don't know. It would depend really on the kind of message they are trying to pass. Let's again let me use Suicide Squad as an example.
Mm-hmm.
They could have done everything right in terms of story writing in that game. They did not, but let's say they did. But they decided to kill Batman in the end, exactly the way they did. That would represent, 5%, of woke content, let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That still, I would be, annoyed because, man, that was so disrespectful with the character, with people that actually likes the universe and the character himself. But in another game, for example, Starfield was a game that I really enjoyed, man. I mean, I like Fallout and I like sci-fi. So, Starfield was an easy call for me. I know that Starfield had, it is a game that it didn't please everybody. I know that it's a love or hate it issue of a game. And yes, I saw they have put like gender neutral pronouns. You could choose like them. I think this is bullshit in my opinion. But that didn't stop me from enjoying the game, So that's actually a very, very good question. Yes, but if Starfield was a game that was, of course, there are more woke content besides that inside the game, but it wasn't in your face every time, like forcing you, and calling you things and trying to virtually simulate towards you. So in this case, I found that, I could stand it and I could actually enjoy the game. But, for example, I didn't play Spider-Man 2, and to be honest, I don't know if I ever will. But if I do end up playing sometime, I don't know if I will be able to, stand. Probably if I do a live stream playing the game, okay, I'm gonna last to the end. But it really depends on the amount of woke content and the type of woke content they throw at you, and it is a personal stuff. I say to everybody, do not feel like you should. Do not forbid yourself for enjoying what you like. Okay, if there is a game you are interested in, it happens to have SBI involved, but you are still interested in the game. You think that I know they are involved, but I still get, bro. Go and play the game. Bro, do what you like. I'm not trying to dictate what people should do. Okay, it's pretty clear, and you can also buy the game and still support the cause. It's not forbidden. I wouldn't advise you because this is just my opinion. But I'm perfectly fine if, let's say, you guys support me and I thank you guys for this. But if you guys want to play as a game involved, bro, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. All right. So yeah, thank you for this question. That was actually a pretty good one, I must say.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's a really good question, man. And I
It
think
is.
and this kind of dialogue, I believe, is like the most important part about our cause and your cause and this whole like just
Our
let's just
cause.
yeah, exactly. Just getting gaming back into like a good spot. And sometimes we even have disagreements, but because are so different, we're able to come together and have these discussions. We have a more balanced viewpoint of the world and our ideals, and we're just able to see things a lot more clearly. Which
Uh-huh.
I feel that like a lot of other people are on a lot of sides just won't do that anymore, and that's a huge issue. I would feel.
It's a problem.
Yes, I mean, it is pretty much the same thing here in Brazil, you know. I mean, Brazil, let me just tell this to you guys. Brazil is like a USA DLC. You guys have no idea. No, you guys have no idea. You guys' problems over there, some people like try to import them for us, you know. For example, Brazil is a pretty well mixed country. We don't, I mean, we have a huge white people population because we have lots of European colonization, but we do also have lots of indigenous population. And we have a tiny, not so tiny, but yeah, it's like 5-10% of black people population. It was never an issue in terms of, you know, people befriending each other. We don't have those kind of black neighborhoods here. Like I think you guys still have those over there, right? Like black neighborhoods and white neighborhoods. Yeah, we never had this kind of stuff here. Everybody was pretty well mixed. And now this, I mean, in the past years, this started becoming like a bigger issue because of this kind of stuff, where people are just importing problems from US, because you guys are the most influential country in the whole world, I would say. And imagine in the same country, man, we are part of the same country. So Brazil takes a lot of your guys' culture. And yeah, and people are exactly like you mentioned. People are just, you know, hating on each other because of Lula and Bolsonaro. And of course, I have my own political views, but I try my best to keep them away of this discussion because, I mean, like I told before, this is about the games. This is about video games. I don't want to get in myself. I don't want to turn myself and this movement into a political one.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm glad you guys get along well. I mean, you guys are brothers, man. You guys are brothers. You guys are the same family. You should not fight because of this. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty sad, you know, to see stuff like this.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. It is a very upsetting that people can't come to the middle and still be able to have their respective views, but still be able to come to a consensus that we can all still live together and still be able to respect their views, which I totally agree. But you know, going like you said, getting back to the subject, and with this consultant group, and maybe I would like to throw you in a situation like again.
Okay.
But that being said, you know, what do you think is your suggestion in order to be able to, again, because I don't think we're against, you know, women or diversity and stuff like that.
Of course not.
What do you think would be your best suggestion for these companies right now to be able to naturally be able to put this in natural ways too? Because one of the suggestions that I thought, again, was that these companies, instead of going towards these groups, which really at the end of the day, the only reason why they're going to these groups is because of the government mandate money that's trying to be given to them. I said that they need to hire more diversity people while making these games into these rooms. That way, maybe you don't avoid a lot of, you wouldn't have to go out and get that stuff. But I know it's more of a money situation more than an art creativity situation. So,
yes, Mr. Afro, right?
Yes.
Afro.
That is my name.
I must say, okay, I must say that, man, you're making some really good questions. I like you. I like your question. This is a very good question because, I mean, okay, I have a pretty well-established point of view on this. For example, for me, myself, you guys can disagree with me on this. It's perfectly fine, okay? But for me...
Please throw it out, man.
Yes,
this,
okay.
This is a welcome area, man. We're all brothers right now. We all got together, man.
Okay.
Lay it down, man. We good,
Thank you,
brother.
guys.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, I mean, for me, myself, and I'm saying this even as a Brazilian, okay, I never thought about diversity as an issue with gaming because we always had diverse characters, right?
Yep.
I love, probably your brother have same Mike, right? Your name
Yes.
Mike. Yeah, I mean, because of the anyway, yeah, I mean, probably you've seen me saying this before, but I'm gonna talk again. Gears of War, bro. Such a diverse cast of characters, and my favorite character is a black guy. He's Coltrane, man.
Coltrane, baby.
Yeah, I love that guy, bro. I just love that guy. He's amazing, you know. And also another gaming franchise that I love, Halo. We have Sergeant Johnson. He's a black guy. He's one of my favorite characters ever.
Yes.
I mean, and one of my favorite video game characters ever is Samus Aran, Metroid, and she's a woman. Bro. I'm perfectly fine. So I really think that diversity was never been an issue inside gaming, like never.
No.
In fact, gaming has been pushing diversity way before cinema, way before any other media we have out there, you know. So I don't think this is an issue. But to answer your question, what would be my suggestion? Okay, let's say it's not enough, we want more diversity. All right, get you. Why don't you guys do, and this is me talking today, okay? Pretend I'm talking to them. Why don't you guys do the same thing as any other small indie company do? For example, the company that did Blasphemous, you know, they were small. They did a wonderful game, bro. I love Blasphemous. I love Metroidvanias, you know? And now they are a much bigger company. And now they made Blasphemous too. And I'm pretty sure that they are set to do even better stuff from now on. Start small. Create your own stuff. Insert any kind of content in there that you want. You can create a new IP, which is, I don't know, diversity strong, which is as woke as you guy would like, but it better be good. It better be good, because if people, I mean, good games sorry, what I'm trying to say is that you don't have to defend good games. You don't have to promote good games. Good games promote themselves. Just look at Helldivers 2, for example. You know, so if they focus on building, on producing good original content with the diversity, everything they want into it, I am 100% sure that there is an audience for them out there. It isn't going to be me. It isn't going to be me. And they'll never have me as an audience, I must say. But this doesn't mean that I want to forbid you for trying. No, this is a free world. This is free market. Create your own stuff. Create good games. People will follow you. Be diverse or not. You guys have an audience, I'm sure. Just try to reach them. Do not try to convert an already existing and well-established audience towards what you guys think. This is the main problem. This is the main issue. You know, I don't have any problem with them trying to create diverse content, you know, even woke content, let's put it that way, right? I mean, I'm a conservative too, just like you, Mike. I'm all for the freedom. I'm all for the freedom of speech, freedom of, let them try. It doesn't matter, you know, let people, if they find their audience, good, everybody happy. They are happy because they can, produce their things. And we are happy because they want, touch the things we love the way that they are, produce new things for yourself. That's what I have to say.
Exactly. I agree 100%, man. I would say moving forward, I think that's the one thing that we need to start promoting more, is just the creation of new games, new comics, new entertainment, and if we can't create it ourselves, we should support the ones that can. I mean,
I think that's the point.
Biggest example right now, like I'm rocking my Rippaverse comic book shirt.
I see Eric July, right?
Yeah, exactly. Eric July. I mean, I'm enjoying his comic book so much. Like he started his own comic book company with his own money, no investors, and now he has like 4 back-to-back like comic book campaigns under his belt, and it's just amazing. It's just like you don't hear about this stuff a lot, especially because the mainstream media isn't covering this stuff. And whenever they do cover it, it's always usually some kind of hit piece, and it's just like why? Like why you got to take someone down who's trying to just do their own thing?
No. You know something I really do not understand. Those guys from the mainstream media, they are always trying to promote diversity issue stuff. We have a black guy who started his own company, and he's succeeded so well. He's a genius, man. Yep. He's seen the problem, and he said, you know what? I'm gonna try it by myself, and he did. And it didn't matter if he was black, if he was a black guy. That's what I'm trying to say. People like him for the work he does. You know,
Exactly.
I'm not very much into superhero comics since a long time, but you better be sure that when I decide to get back into it, I'm gonna give it a try to Rippaverse, bro, 100%. Believe me.
Exactly, man.
And I'm glad he succeeded because we need more people like him. And why don't these outlets, these people, they love black stuff. Oh my God, the black guys, they're amazing. Black woman in gaming, yada yada yada. We have a perfect example right here. A black guy well succeeded, you know, and he's becoming big, you know, people loving him. He started doing something all by himself. Why don't you guys share his history? Oh, it's because he doesn't care.
It doesn't fit
It
their
doesn't.
message. That's
Exactly. They
what
don't
you're
care,
saying,
bro.
Shane.
They don't care about you guys, me, the black communities. They don't care about gay communities. They don't care about, they just care about spreading their message. They care about, you know, re-educating people. They care about, you know, trying to influence the way we see the world. And that's the issue. That's the issue. Because they take every opportunity they have to try to pass a political message, to put political agenda inside it. Why? 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 I mean, why? You know, that's what I have to say. Why?
No, and I agree with with my brother here and with you on the whole situation like that. Like you said, back in the days in the '90s when we also grew up, there was a lot of diversity. Right now, it's because
Yes,
eventually at the
yes.
day we didn't. Again, even the word woke wasn't really attached to it back in the day. It just simply at the end of the day is like, hey, we're gonna create cool characters back in the day.
Yes.
One of the things back in the day, Xena the Warrior Princess. She was a badass, and she was a hottie
Oh,
too
yes.
right now. Which
Definitely,
right now,
definitely.
men are getting punished for sex comments. No, she was a badass. She was hot. You know, at the end of the day too, man. She knew but she was a cool character. I liked watching those characters. I liked watching Ripley from Aliens and stuff like that. They would do cool
Ripley.
stuff right now from Aliens, man. So yeah, I think unfortunately right now it just seems like you said. It's always existed right now, but because of the climate that we're living in, it seems like now either you're in the left or you're in the right. And there seems to be no course with the middle right now. And now you're almost creating these definitions in order to be able to split one person to the other. But it's always existed right now. And, that's been one of those issues that, again, me and my brother have been, talking about here. But to kind of shift right now, we are a video game situation.
Oh, yes.
So let's
yes.
talk about some video games, man.
Exactly.
What are you looking forward to, in terms of like what's happening in 2024? Like in terms of games and stuff like that? Like what drives you in terms of the video games and stuff that you play, man?
You mean this year releases, right?
Even you can even go releases. You can tell you like what moves you in terms of the video game community and stuff like that. Like what drives you, brother?
Okay, so I have always been okay. Let's talk about games, right? I'm not gonna change the subject again. Let's talk about games. I mean, the game I am really looking for this year is Space Marine 2. I just know if you give me a game or a movie or anything with a big guy wearing power armor, big badass guy, big ass guns, shooting aliens, / demons, / monsters. I'm sold, man. This is my cup of tea. I just love this kind of stuff. But also, I do love Japanese games. I am also looking forward to Shin Megami Tensei Vengeance. They just announced
nice.
for pretty much every platform. Yes, and I really wish to see something about Dragon Quest 12 this year. Please, Square, it's been time. And show us the Dragon Quest 3 HD2G remake already. It's been like 3 years since you guys are aware of this, right? Dragon Quest 3
Oh, I know
HD2.
I haven't played Dragon Quest. I think my brother has
yes.
played more Dragon Quest than I have.
Okay.
So I will admit I might have to bow down from this one in terms of Dragon
Okay.
Quest, but I know.
What kind of games do you like, bro? What kind of games do you like?
Yeah, you know what? I am a little bit of a traditionalist right now. Like right now, I'm a big fighting game fan. Right now, I'm just been, I'm literally in the other room.
Street Fighter 6?
Street Fighter 6 has been my game. Actually, been playing a lot more Tekken 8. Getting my ass handed by a lot of people right now. I'm actually been cursing off in the other room. It's pissing my brother off. But yeah, no, I'm big into Tekken 8 though. But like in the same situation like you, like I don't really have a genre, man. Like you said, when it just comes to games, is what what's into it right now. Like I love like the little game that we played, the multiplayer Gigantic, which is a big game that's finally came back.
Yes,
which
I love indie games too.
Indie games are just amazing right now, and I think it's for what the situation we're talking about. It's just again where I just really love where the creativity is coming from. Away from some of the big AAA games. Not to say that I have played a couple of AAA games myself. I enjoyed playing the first Spider-Man game, which I thought was not bad. But I really do love what they're doing in the AAA space, man. It's where the creativity and the freedom is happening. And like you said, in terms of developers, I love that entrepreneurship in terms of people stepping outside of the market and kind of creating something that can go straight to consumer, and people able to have that kind of discourse and concession with it and be able to work one-to-one with it. That's what I love though. But fighting games right now, it's my deal right now. It's usually the game I play like morning, day, and night.
I love fighting games too, right? I love fighting games too, right? I was almost Master League in Street Fighter 6.
Oh,
what
nice.
character do you play? What character do you play?
Well, for Street Fighter, I will say I'm more of a traditionalist. I am a little bit of a Ryu. I know, very boring. I'm
Ryu.
old man. But I love a little bit of Jamie too, man, because I used to break dance a little bit. So I kind of feel myself through Jamie. We kind of share the same beat. With him.
I've always been Guile main.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm that kind of guy. I'm sorry. I always been a Guile main. I'm sorry for that. But now I
Don't
change.
be sorry, man. Guile's been killing it,
It's
especially
because
this year for 6.
people hate playing against Guile. This is why I started. But I changed to Honda because Honda is so fucking funny in Street Fighter 6, bro. I mean, I think I was Diamond, almost Master, but I dropped to Platinum. I don't play since, I don't know, like 5 months. I have this hitbox. I can send you guys a picture of my hitbox.
Nice.
We should play sometime, bro. I just love Street Fighter. Street Fighter is one of my favorite franchises ever, man.
Listen, I will run the sticks with you, brother, man. Yeah, we should be up, man. We will run the sticks, man. I am 6 fighter, but I am a Tekken guy too, bro. Like I said, with my characters,
I don't play Tekken. I suck at Tekken. I really suck at 3D fighters. I'm a 2D fighter guy.
I know.
Sorry.
It
but I
seems
do like Tekken. I do like it. It's pretty cool. I like King. I mean, if I would play Tekken, I would be King, bro. That character is amazing. His
so
story, the looks,
players,
the
man.
moves, bro. Bro, he has a Jaguar head. Bro, Jaguar?
It's never really explained how that works in the world of Tekken. It's just so weird.
It doesn't need to be explained, bro. You just love it. I mean, Jaguar is pretty much the most. It is the biggest South American animal fauna symbol we have over here. So I am a huge fan of flings. I have 11 cats, So I love the Jaguar mask, I just love it. But hey, man, I mean, it was really nice. I mean, we should play some Street Fighter later. We should play. Just hit me up.
Definitely will love the Road to 6, man. Yeah, I would say like one of my favorite characters clearly growing up was Bruce Lee, because I was a big Bruce Lee fan.
Me too.
So anything that was Force Law, that was in it. That was one of my characters. I really enjoyed that character. Like I gravitated to him. Another character later on was Eddie Gordo because of a little bit of the dancing and stuff like that.
Oh, the Brazilian guy, Brazilian guy.
Capoeira. He did a little bit of capoeira.
Capoeira.
So much that it actually, I actually now study in capoeira this year. So I actually. I started taking classes on it on the side. But and it's one of the reasons because of this game that inspired me to actually try it out. So those would probably be my 2 favorite characters. And then Jin, I'm not bad with Jin too, so it's not that bad.
Yeah.
What about you, Mike?
What about you, Mike? Tell me what kind of games you like, bro.
Okay, I mean, I'm not too big into like fighting games. I mean, the last fighting game I did play was DNF Duel. If you've ever heard of that,
I remember this one.
Yeah, it's basically that it's a 2D fighting game. It's using the same visuals as Guilty Gear Strive, but it's developed by Neopol, and it's based off of a popular 2D MMO actually, and the gameplay replicates the combat in that game very well. The combat is just really fast and loose and easy to control, easy to learn, and it's one of the first games where I ever enjoyed playing a grappler character who's ironically just named Grappler, but he's just so much fun to play. Yeah, he could just like...
Everybody was playing with this guy. I saw, man. Everybody was playing with this guy, the Grappler. He's really cool.
He's really fun. I mean, he's just being able to just toss people around, just be able to use his feet and kick people in the air and just drop people and keep combos going. Like he's a really fun character.
He's
like
my Ryu.
Yeah,
if he was one of my Ryu characters right now because he was such a traditionalist.
Yeah.
Everybody else kind of scared me away a little bit.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna play this character.
Like a lot of people either play like Gunner or Berserker or Dragon Knight, but I just like enjoyed Grappler. He was very straightforward and just like, compared to everyone else who was just very like over the top and stuff like that, it's just his playstyle is great. But the reason why I brought up DNF Duel is because I am looking forward to a new update in the season pass where they're going to introduce the monk character, who's he's a boxer character. He's a Christian boxer. he's crazy.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to him.
I didn't know they were going to update the game. I thought they just gave up on the game because I think the game is pretty much dead right now, right? Nobody's playing right now.
It's kind of dead. It's become another Discord fighter where you have to go on Discord and shout out on people to get some lobbies going. But I think...
ask you a question?
Yeah?
Sorry, just conclude what you were saying. After you conclude, I can ask you the question. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No worries. I was just saying, like, it's turned into a bit of a Discord fighter, but I do have a soft spot for it. It's a game that I do think is just really fun, and a game that I would say is very fun for people who are new to fighting games. I know a lot of fighting games in recent years have done as much as they could to try and bridge the gap between beginners and veterans, but I do feel that DNF Duel does it in a very easy way because it has like very simple inputs, and you can do like traditional quarter circle back forward inputs and stuff like that, and it does reward you for those who are veteran players, and I really appreciate that.
Oh man, that's really nice to know. Wouldn't Guilty Gear be a nice substitute while this game? I mean, the game is pretty much dead, like you mentioned. Why don't you play Guilty Gear instead? Isn't close enough for you?
I mean, I have played it a little bit, and I mean, it kind of just fell off for me, just because I guess my friends fell off from playing the game, and obviously I don't want to play online and get my butt handed to me. At least.
But bro, hear me on this. In order to become good, you gotta go online and let people wipe the floor with your face, man. That's the way. It's a Rocky Balboa way, bro. Philadelphia, right? It's a Rocky Balboa way. You gotta take punches in order to become strong. True. And by the way, my captain in Guilty Gear is May. I love that girl,
May
bro.
Player. Okay.
She's always throwing fucking dolphins into the people, irritating your opponents. I love that girl, bro. She's my main, 100% my main Guilty Gear. I just love her.
Yeah, well, when I did play Guilty Gear Strive, I actually went with Kai. He was the most straightforward. He was basically the Ryu of the game.
And I was a sole bad guy player. I always enjoyed playing. But you know what? The number thing I hated the most was playing against Promoten. Like, I hate it. Protenkin would piss me off too, because I hate playing against anybody who's Protenkin right now.
Protenkin players annoys me because you can do everything right, but if he gets you,
that's the problem.
It's even worse than Zangief. Zangief, Zangief player would have to gas at least twice, 3 times, right? You would have to take the command throw, but Potemkin, if he gets you, bro, it's 70% of your fucking health bar.
Yeah, it's so bullshit, right?
It's bullshit, right? But I hate the guy too. Bro. You're not the only one. He's cool. The character is cool, but playing against him, come on, man. It's fucking bullshit.
Especially against good ones too, because you have to work. You work so hard to take him down. Yes. Once he gets 1 ground, you're done. 2 hits, you're done. It's like I hate it. So hate it.
I totally get you. Man.
So you feel my plight.
I feel, bro. Yeah. Okay, Mike. What more you like, bro? I want to hear from you.
Okay, so what I've been looking forward to the most is a game called Out of Action. It's a multiplayer first person shooter. It's developed by only one guy named Doku, and it's amazing.
Let me search it right now. I'm Out of Action.
Yeah, Out of Action. Well, I mean, you played Half-Life, right? You played Half-Life?
Yeah, of course, but it's a classic.
Well, basically, the game takes influences from a bunch of Half-Life mods, including Action Half-Life and the Specialists, and it basically takes that gameplay and puts it in a theme that's based around like Akira or Ghost in the Shell. It also had little gameplay elements that are influenced by Blacklight Retribution. And it's a fun multiplayer game it's great. It's something that I've always wanted in just a fun multiplayer game that you can just jump around, like dual wield pistols, do dives and rolls, and just like an action movie. And it's just
like Titanfall.
Yeah, exactly.
Titanfall is fun.
I'm looking at this game right now. It has some cel shading graphics. It looks good, bro. It looks pretty smooth.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks good.
And right now, the game has a demo on Steam that you can play, and it also has a Kickstarter. That right now, I believe at the time of this recording, it's only like less than 2 weeks left in its campaign, and it has over like half of its funding goal reached. Like I'm trying my best to like let everybody know about this like campaign. I really want this to succeed.
This is the kind of stuff that we need to support, bro. I mean, good games, 100%. No bullshit involved, bro. Just you guys know I'm building a website, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to recruit people to work on the website for me because I don't have time to put in the work in myself. But I intend to have a section to recommend stuff like this, because I mean, I don't want to be the guy who just tells people, hey, this is bad game or this game don't play. No, I want to recommend actually good stuff. We need to promote good game developers, and we need to promote stuff like this. I wasn't aware of this game, but now I'm interested. I love first person shooter. I'm a big Halo fan, right? I love Halo, I love Doom, I love boomer shooters, I love arena shooters, and I love Quake now. But I mean, thank you for this recommendation. It ended up being a recommendation because it's interesting, bro.
I mean,
it's a cool game. We need to promote things like this.
Exactly. I agree so much.
My game, unfortunately, I'm looking forward to Ghost of Tsushima, the director's cut that's coming out
on PC.
It's on PC. Okay, okay, got it. It looks like a good game.
Oh yeah, babe. You know what? It's gonna be good. When I'm able to push that to like 60 frames per second, man, it's gonna be look amazing.
Yeah. Now. Did you play on PlayStation?
Yeah, I have it on PlayStation. Honestly, it's one of the games I wanted to go back to, but because of time, and I never went back I'm a lazy piece of shit. I never really put on my PlayStation 4, so I was like, okay, whatever. So the fact that it's coming to PC, I'll be able to play on PC now, so I'll be able to live that game.
It's better, right? Better performance, right?
Yeah, better performance. And I'm looking forward to Squirrel with a Gun because that's going to be funny as hell.
What?
All right. Yes, there's a game called Squirrel.
Which one? Sorry.
Squirrel with a Gun.
What?
Look it up. Squirrel with a gun. Squirrel with a gun. Check it out. Look at it right now.
Bro, this is giving me some, I don't know, Goat Simulator vibes.
That's exactly what it is. It's just running around being a menace with a squirrel with a big ass gun.
I'm looking at it.
Fucking people up. That's what I'm looking for.
Look at the pistol. It's even bigger than the squirrel itself. More creature, but I mean, it's
I cannot wait for that game to drop right now. Squirrel with a gun.
I didn't know about this one. I mean, you guys are amazing. You guys just gave me 2 nice recommendations. I mean, thank you. This is cool, bro. I mean, I wonder if we can get a shotgun. Just imagine this little bastard with a shotgun. We don't even need a new Conker game. This is the new Conker game.
Check out the trailer, because I think there's one where he has an Uzi.
I'm checking it right now. Yeah, I've seen this. He's fighting those Agent Smiths guys, yes. And he's fighting. Bro, I mean, I gotta be honest. I don't see myself playing this game for, I don't know, like thousands and thousands of hours.
Yeah, fine.
But I mean, every time I want to have some fun, I will definitely hop in this game and just, kill some people and have fun, and
it's just a stupid sandbox game, and I like it. Like, some days you just gotta unwind and just play some dumb shit in a game like that.
Yeah, I get you,
that looks like a pretty funny game. Yeah, thank you guys for the suggestions.
Because, like, Yeah, I mean, this is the first time I've ever heard of it, but it sounds ridiculous. Like, yeah, you said like new Conker's Bad Fur Day. Yeah, I would totally. It seems like that. I'm interested.
Yeah, I would love this game to come back, but I mean, do you trust these guys to make a appropriate Conquer Bad Fur Day nowadays?
I don't know.
It's kind of hard, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they already tried it one with that Project Spark, and it was just like, ugh, that wasn't good.
No.
If you remember Project Spark.
You know, one of my favorite characters in video games ever is Duke Nukem.
Oh,
And I would love to see them making a really badass new Duke Nukem game. But at the same time, I worried, bro, because I mean, depending on who would be responsible for the project, they could destroy Duke Nukem's character. I would hate to see this, you know, because so I mean, I kind of, you know, I don't know if I really want it to come back right now. Maybe if things get better in the future, who knows? But I mean, it's a shame. I would love to see it bring back. Really.
I wanted to ask like a little bit more thing more on topic of
don't worry,
gaming.
bro. We can keep going. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
I'm enjoying talking to you guys. Let's just keep going.
So there's one thing that I was very curious about, just the gaming like scene more in Brazil and how everything is going on there. I'm very curious about that.
You want to know how we see the gaming industry, right? From our perspective.
Just the gaming culture there.
Oh yeah, I mean that. Okay. So Brazil. I don't know if you guys watch it, but I did a podcast with a friend of mine.
I watched it. I actually watched it. Yes.
Check it out.
Oh yeah. You guys found it interesting?
I did. I mean, it was just really cool, especially, and also there was another like live stream that I also tuned in to watch, where I learned a little bit more about just the unique relationship that Brazil has with Japan. I had no idea about that.
Yeah, people don't, and I mean, sorry, conclude what you were saying.
No worries. I was done. I was pretty much done.
Okay, so I mean, I have this bad habit of interrupting people, so sorry.
No worries.
Sorry if I do this with a guy. Okay, you guys are free to.
Oh, don't worry.
Let me
it's my
finish.
God. I do it to him all the time on podcasts. It's just
You are his older brother,
it's
man.
just,
You are supposed to do it. You are his older brother. Come on.
Yeah, so it's totally fine.
anyway.
I give you that permission.
Okay, if I have your blessing, then okay. Anyway, that's people have no idea. People over there have no idea. Even people in Brazil have no idea, you know. And if it wasn't by Japanese people, I wouldn't know if Brazil would have any kind of representation in video games. And thanks to them, we have, and it's such an amazing representation because they make such cool characters. For example, Tekken has Erigoro, like we just mentioned, but they just added a new Peruvian character, Azucena. That girl is amazing, bro.
Yes.
I would love to play with that girl, and she's all about coffee. She's funny. She's beautiful. I mean, what else could we ask for a character, right? And yeah, I mean, and about gaming culture here, Brazil has this. Brazil used to be a really huge Sega empire during 8 and 16 bits, you know. People didn't even know. I mean, I'm not that old, but I mean, I watch videos like gaming history videos in Brazilian gaming, and so I know some older guys, and they tell me the same thing. People here didn't even know about the NES at that time, you know. We didn't have those. We didn't have the original consoles, NES consoles. They just have Master System and a video game called Phantom System. Phantom System was a Nintendo. You guys, the clone, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because during those times, piracy was actually incentivized by the government here in Brazil because we had this reserved market share. We had the reserve market share when they tried to push our own industry here. So this is why we have companies like Tectoy, who was the herald of Sega. He still is they still release new versions and models of Master Systems and Mega Drives. I mean, Mega Drive is the Sega Genesis, you know that, right? Mega Drive, the original name. Yeah, it was named Sega Genesis, named Mega Drive here in Brazil. They still produce new models of those consoles. Do you guys know that? It's crazy, isn't it?
No, I did not know there were.
Yeah, they still do.
Incredible.
Yeah, they still do. And so yeah, Brazil has this. I can show you guys some videos of this crazy Sega collector guy here. He goes on the streets dressed as he puts on a football shoulder pad with a bunch of Mega Drives attached to it and a Sonic mask, and he just runs on the streets. He's crazy. and but he's a guy. I don't know the guy in person. He lives in São Paulo. But I have a huge respect of the because he truly loves video games. He truly loves Sega, Mega Drive, and he's not afraid of showing up. So yeah, Brazil, and also Brazil has this. People just love fighting games over here. We have this huge fighting game scene over here. King of Fighters is huge here, bro.
Very huge.
Huge, man. Huge, bro. You have no idea. Like King of Fighters 2002, man, that shit killed the. We have Street Fighter 2, which is immense. Street Fighter is immense here. It's huge here too. But King of Fighter is like, if you take back retro games, King of Fighter 2002 is the most played of all of them, I would say. We still have tournaments, King of Fighter 2002 tournaments. We still have big communities who religiously play the game. They do speedruns, they do tournaments, they do all sorts of stuff, man. And people love characters like Rolf, Clark, and Yuri Yagami, Kyo. People are crazy about these guys. The SNK is huge here, man. You have no idea. And of course, Street Fighter is also huge, but I don't think that King of Fighters is somewhat big over there, right? So this would be a difference, right?
Honestly, I will admit too, even though that I grew up being a Street Fighter fan, as time went on, I went to respect King of Fighters more. I actually kind of respect it because of how unique of a fighting game King of Fighters was. And I totally agree with you in terms of my boy was Kyo. I played Kyo. I actually do have KOF, actually, the new KOF right now. Honestly, now that you're talking about it, I gotta get back into it because I enjoy playing KOF so much, dude. No, honestly, I have always had more respect for KOF in terms of what they made and what they created and the unique movesets too. I think that was so cool about how they had unique movesets and how it was 3-player situation. I love how unique KOF was too. And the fact that you mentioned that it was so big in South America right now, especially in Brazil too. I totally forgot that. I didn't even know this scene was that big right there. Yeah, you guys still rock. Rock was King of Fighters. Yeah, one of my favorites.
Yes.
Totally one of my favorites.
And I have always, I never was a KOF guy, never. I have always been a Street Fighter guy, just like you. I've always been a Street Fighter guy. But I always respected that game, and I admire. I would never be a KOF player because I'm too lazy to learn 3 different characters, man. It's tough, bro. You want to get started? You gotta learn 3 characters. Come on, man. And I have 3, and I have like 3 different kinds of jumps, hops, and
I got you.
One more tech. Yeah, this is. But this is me. I'm lazy to this kind of stuff, But bro, huge respect for those who knows how to play the game because that game is no joke, bro. If you see a guy that really knows how to play the game, it's beautiful. It's pure art.
The curve is tough. It's the curve is very steep.
Yes.
Very steep.
Okay.
Definitely it is.
All right. So speaking of fighting games, Brazil and the whole scene, that reminds me of another game. I wonder if you actually heard of this one. Have you ever heard of a game called Pocket Bravery?
Oh, definitely. People. We had arcades with this game here.
Yeah, that's
one. Really?
I never see it being hugely popular. But I've seen some arcade machines with him. I played. Oh, sorry. Just a second. For a second. I think I'm. Yeah, never mind. I thought you were talking about Pocket Fighters. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a very similar name. When I
know Pocket Bravery is the Brazilian indie fight game, right?
Yeah, it is.
I know. Sorry,
yeah, no worries.
Man, I messed up. Pocket.
They're very similar names. When I first saw, I thought they were the same game as well. When I remembered.
Sorry. Yeah, I've seen Pocket Fighter arcade machines. Pocket Bravery. Yeah, actually, the game has a really interesting development story. You guys have no idea. The guy had problems with the former developer. If I'm not mistaken, he lost the money. Someone just didn't send the money that he was supposed to send to him, and he had to start from scratch. And he never gave up on building the game. It took a long time, but he finally did it. And I know a video who explains everything so well, but not in English. That's the issue. I gotta ask. Would be probably a good thing. The way I could produce a good video in English for my channel to teach people about this game. And that would be a good idea. Who knows? I mean, yeah, I know about this game. I even bought it on Steam to support it.
Yeah.
I didn't play, but I mean, we have this. We have some huge championships. I mean, tournaments here. We have this tournament called. We have the Fighting Hill. Rock in Rio, they create the Fighting Hill. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? And they also have the awesome. We also have the Treta Championship. Treta means, when you are about to fight someone. It's just like a name to make it look cool, And yeah, they presented this game, and even some they made a little tournament in this game just to present the game to people, and it was pretty cool. Did you guys try it? I mean, did you guys play it?
I mean, I missed a little bit of the demo actually when it was popping. Actually, no, it's honestly really, really cool, funny game and its mechanics and stuff like that, and the uniqueness of the characters are really well done in this game too. And again, I love it just goes back to these indie inspired games of just like taking things from Street Fighter and KOF and Tekken and to make this amazing experience of game. No, it's a really well done game, really fun fighting game.
Yeah, 100%. It's just really cool just to learn more about Brazilian culture, Brazilian game devs, and just learning more about how much Brazil is actually influenced in gaming in general. It's just like,
yes.
like I said when I was watching your live stream regarding the discussion about Brazil and Japan. And how the video mentions that once you notice these little things, you're going to notice Brazilian influences everywhere in video games. And like, I
wouldn't say everywhere, but definitely we have some, right?
A good amount, like a fair amount. Yeah, I'm being a little bit hyperbolic saying everywhere, but
it's okay. No worries, it's okay.
But still, a fair amount. I think the most recent notice of how much Brazil and Japan cross over with a game called Splatoon. I remember you saying that you played Splatoon 2. Well, have you played Splatoon 3 though?
Not 3, because I mean I just sold my Nintendo Switch. I'm selling a bunch of my consoles because I'm gonna move from this house. So I mean I can't take everything with me, so I'm selling some stuff. But I intend to buy the next Nintendo console, and I intend to play Splatoon 3. I think that Splatoon, you didn't ask, but I gotta say, I think that Splatoon is a fun game. I like the concept. I just don't like the way they you can just update the game. You don't have to keep releasing. I don't want to pay. Nintendo games are so fucking expensive in Brazil. Guys have no idea, bro.
They never drop the prices.
Never. It's like 300 Brazilian reais. A game.
Oh wow! Yeah, it must be expensive down there for you guys versus us.
It is, man. It is. Yeah. I think it is. It is expensive for you guys too, but for us, it's much more. Way more.
Probably even more. Yeah, you're probably right.
But yeah, I did play a little bit. You were asking?
Yeah, so for those that don't know who's watching this, like Splatoon, they have a little thing called a Splatfest. And during the Splatfest, basically they host a little concert where a bunch of singers and idols basically come out and perform some songs for the players. But for Splatoon 1 and 2 was a very much a concert setting. But in Splatoon 3, it's more of a festival this time, where you have moving floats that like go around the city, and they eventually connect to have one big final big stage. And during the Splatoon 3, they have a little song called Anarchy Rainbow. And this is a very unique song, which it actually has a unique blend between Japanese, Indian, and Brazilian like tunes, and it's just like, and it becomes very apparent. Yeah, it becomes very apparent near the end of the song before it loops that it becomes like basically a Brazilian samba.
Bro, I mean, do you know that we have actually Japanese samba groups?
I had no idea.
We do.
Ooh,
Not we do.
saucy.
Sorry, not here.
Japanese
Not here.
salsa
I
groups?
can show you. I can show you guys later. There are those Japanese guys. They born in Japan, lived in Japan their whole lives, but they have a samba group over there, and they make huge success. And they sing in Brazilian Portuguese.
Nice.
Oh my God! Yes.
I can show you guys later. It's crazy. I can show you guys
I will
later.
absolutely love to see
Yeah,
that. It's amazing.
I mean, I'm not a samba guy. You know, I'm a metalhead. I like some Brazilian music, but definitely not samba. But I mean, I must say, I know it's very well known. I mean, it's pretty influential on Japanese music, and yeah. I mean, bro, even Final Fantasy VII. I didn't know, but Costa del Sol is actually based in Brazilian cities.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's pretty
No,
cool.
I didn't know about this. No, I mean, I was young. I mean, okay. I started playing Final Fantasy like 2 years ago. I wasn't a JRPG guy until I played Dragon Quest XI. But I mean, I played the original one. I loved the game. And Costa del Sol, I didn't know about, because it's written in Spanish. We talk Portuguese. But still, it's a reference to a Brazilian city. To Brazilian cities. It is. And the lights, yes. And yeah, I mean, I'm really glad you found the content interesting, because I am really thinking about what can I mean, besides only talking about this, everything that's going on, right? I mean, I cannot be only about it. I try to find some new interesting stuff that could, that could attract your guys' attentions. I mean, not only that, but I mean, to entertain your people, because I mean, I want to become a good content producer. I want to, because I know that people are expecting this from me, so I want to. But thank you for your feedback, bro. I mean, I know it was a really poor recorded thing with my friend.
No worries.
But I mean,
enjoy.
But I mean,
this is going to be a poorly recorded video in and of itself,
No,
so you're not alone.
This wasn't poorly recorded. This is just
it
a
isn't
bunch
at
of.
all, bro. You guys got nice equipment. It isn't poorly recorded.
I try to be modest about everything I do, so.
Nice, good, man. I mean, your guys' audio quality is great. Image is great. Okay, you guys don't have a professional scenario, but who cares, man?
No. Honestly, no. It's just I just love the vibe that everybody gave off today, man. I think that's most importantly, everybody was able to come to be themselves. Like I said, this is a welcome community for everybody right now, just to kind of voice their opinions, free of anything right now, too, man. And I just love the vibe that all three of us just gave, man. Man, we went from everywhere. We went some ups and downs. It was a roller coaster of an interview, man. But it was awesome, man. I love it. I think I love the opinions that everybody gave, man. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, man, it's definitely, we are just a bunch of guys who loves video games talking.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
what
much.
we're doing. Okay, you guys are pretty nice. If I go to the US someday, please take me to some good place to eat.
Oh, I got you, man. I got a good place, actually. If you do, let us know, man. I will definitely hit you up in New York, man. I got you.
All right.
I got a good place,
All right.
man.
Well, I think it's been really nice talking to you, man. But I think we've been here for almost an hour. I think it's time.
I mean, you can continue a little bit more if you want, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
I would love to, but I definitely think we
could
gotta
go on forever.
Yeah, we could if we could. But.
Yeah, definitely we could, bro. I mean, definitely could. I mean, it is so nice talking to you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are pretty cool. And thank you. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I know I say this a lot, but what is happening? If the gaming community didn't embrace me, bro, I mean, it wouldn't. I mean, I would never be able to do everything alone. I would never be able to. So this is why I say thank you guys, and thank you everybody that is helping me, trying to support the case. Let's try to make the best of it that we can. Let's try to promote good changes in the gaming. If we, I mean, it can take time, but we just need to continue. All right.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. I mean, really I appreciate the invitation. Again, I'm sorry. I know I took too long to talk to you guys.
Worries, man.
It's just, I mean, it's, bro, it's so many
No need to
stuff
apologize,
happening, you
brother.
know.
Hey, we're all busy, man. We all got busy lives.
Yeah, I mean,
Gotcha.
yeah, but I mean, it was amazing. I love talking to people. I love talking about the subject, and you guys are so authentic. I know you guys truly love this, and bro, it's so good to be able to share experiences with people who, I mean, likes video games just like me. You know, it's appreciate a lot, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
I really do.
Yep. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Now, so like, I guess we're gonna probably have to cut this right here, but thank you so much for your time, man. I will definitely see you. I'll be probably in your live stream your next live stream.
Okay, man.
And just hanging out with you, and we would just, you know, enjoy some more games.
And true. And before
right.
we leave, too, definitely give us your socials. I know everybody probably knows you right now through the message you sent. But for the people out there and for our community right now, tell us your socials so they can find out and learn more about what's happening right now.
Oh yeah, sure. It's my Twitter is Kabrutus Rainbow. You know, you guys are gonna write down for me, of course. Yeah, Kabrutus Rainbow. And my Twitter and my YouTube channel are the same, Kabrutus Rainbow. And there's my Steam Curator page, sbi-detected. And that's it. If you follow me in this tree, you're gonna keep up with pretty much everything. I also have the Discord server, but I'm not very active over there. You know, I mean, it's just too much stuff. I can't follow the Discord
you're just
server.
one guy. You're just one guy.
Yeah, I'm just one guy. Yes, but I mean, you're welcome to join. And again, thank you all for the support, guys. Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome, man. All right, I'm gonna let you go, man. Thank you so much for your time.
I appreciate it, bro. Always.
All right. Peace, man.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. And once again, thank you to Kabrutus, our special guest, for joining us on this this video. It was a very fun experience. I really enjoyed it. And I guess I also like to say, if you really like this, please rate, comment, and subscribe. I am Mike Dot, and here with Afromania, and we are saying peace.
Take care, folks.